Hello, everybody. This is Mary from
Hey,
Pangerbon
at
Gaming.
least it's honest work.
Don't eye the Brahmin if you got any sense.
Okay, let them finish. Um, we're going to go to Covenant today to have a look at the settlement, and we're going to go by vertibird. So, let's have a look. Oh, I don't actually think it's going to land where I'm going to aim this thing. Go first person, dude. That's better. It'll probably land over here. And we're going to Covenant. Here's dog meat. Come on.
Dog meat! Over here. How you doing, buddy? Hey, boy, you know any tricks?
Here we go. I doubt it can land here. I'm trying to see where it can land. Um, the stuttering is getting on my nerves. Yeah, it's not going to go there. It's going over to this side. All right, so it's at that's where I put the landing pad for it. But anyway, on the wrong side of it. Start me with us. Yep, he is. Now we have to go to Covenant, which is look. This is Covenant, isn't it? Yeah.
Glad to have you aboard, sir. The weapon is locked and loaded. Good hunting.
Shouldn't it be loaded and locked? Whatever. It's always foggy when I get onto the vertibird. Now I took Covenant the other day. What's going on there? If only I could zoom in. That looks like a turret. And of course, I can't see a thing. I can. No, no, can't see anything. Is that a landing pad? Looks like one, doesn't it? I took Covenant the other day. Now, anybody who doesn't know the story about Covenant, well, there's a big spoiler ahead because I'm going to talk about Covenant. Covenant is a bit of a problematic settlement when you get it. And the only way that you can acquire it, as far as I know, is to kill everybody in Covenant. And why would you do that? Especially if you're working as the Minutemen or anybody else with any type of sense. It's because they're a bunch of murderers, that's why. And when you arrive at Covenant, you're never sent there. You arrive at Covenant, you might stumble upon it. You go into this gated community that is supposed to be basically from before the war. And the people are very friendly. They're overly friendly. And there's a guy there who looks like a bit like a mercenary, and his name is Mr. Dam, as far as I know. And he asks you, have you heard anything about a group of traders that have gone missing? And it's to do with the Bunker Hill people. Where are we now on the map? We're almost there. We're on the other side of it. I just wonder if I'm coming in this way on purpose because there's usually raiders that are attacking Covenant. Just give me a minute, guys. Thank you very much. raiders are usually here. They're usually attacking it. So this is Covenant. Now, what happens is when you hit Mr. Dan or Honest Dan or whatever his name is, he asks you to basically help him try to find out what happened. There's dog meat jumping out of that. What happened to this group? And one of the group is the daughter of, I can't think of his name, but the guy who set up Bunker Hill. So you investigate and all that. And of course, they're very secretive people. But before you can get in the door here, there's a guy sitting on a chair and he asks you to take a test. What do they call it? I don't know. It's basically the GOAT test thing. But the test is to prove if you're human or whether you're a synth. Now, it doesn't matter what way you answered the questions, you're still told you can get in, you're in. Now, through your investigations, you find out that there's a place over here, right in there, in that little area. I'll swim over to it, guys. Hold on. And yes, I'm in God mode. Yeah. Now, this place here. Oh yeah, I left him there. I can still loot all of them. This is hilarious. Anyway, this is the compound. And what goes on in here is torture of human beings and then eventually murder, because there's no way of proving a person is a synth. Okay, this is the Brotherhood of Steel. Move quickly. I think that's the Brotherhood of Steel going to attack, because I have the Enclave attacking here as well. Yeah. Seriously? Excuse me. No, I want the vertebrate. And yes, I love the Prior later, guys. I love it. Okay, let's go out of that for a moment. Okay, let's go down here. So yes, I'm getting attacked not just by raiders, not just by the Brotherhood of Steel. Anything in here? No. But also by the Enclave. Yeah, which I can't make sense of, to be truthful about it. For the simple reason that I've done all the Enclave missions. Now, I don't know whether this was part of the idea when they gave us the update that the Enclave would keep respawning. I haven't got a clue, but all I know is if we look at the map here, let me have a look now. Here's Covenant. One of these places to do with the Enclave. Not Mystic Clients. There's Starlight. It's one, I don't know, I think there's a checkpoint up around here to do with them. But 3 of them in the heavy Hellcat armor, or whatever the heck you call it, armor, were coming over the hill the other day. And they were right here, heading for Covenant. And yeah, so my place, Covenant, is very heavily fortified. But anyway, I was telling you the story of Covenant. Excuse all the interruptions. Where's Dogmeat? Is he all right? He wasn't injured, was he? I can't see him. I have to go into third person, guys. Give me a minute. First person makes me sick. So yeah. So is he still in the water? I don't know. Oh, here he is. It's all right. He's okay. So when you go into the compound, you meet these people, as I said, that are torturing people, etc. And well, you take out the guards that are in there, and there's a doctor rather than somebody or other. She's an old hag that apparently experienced the what you call it, the synth going haywire when she was a child, and her family were killed. And this is her excuse, basically, that all synths must die. But to find out if somebody is a synth, they have to die. So these people were doing this test, bringing you in here, type of thing, and then determining that you're a synth, bringing you over to the compound, torturing you, and when you wouldn't answer the GOAT questions, to what they thought was correct questions, to their whatever they considered the specifications of being human were concerned, they killed you. So she gives you the option of whether you want to let them continue as they are, what they're doing, or you'll have to kill her. So yeah, you kill her. That's the moral thing to do here in this situation. So coming back here, they all get hostile in here, obviously. And there's a robot well, there was, for me, a robot in there called Deezer, like Cosworthy. And he's non-hostile at all, altogether. Here's all the bodies. And as I said, I can loot these perpetually. It doesn't matter. I brought them all over there. Yeah. But anyway, so there's their names. And poor old Deezer only sells lemonade. But Deezer was shot, not by me. I was out here. I waited for them to come out here, bring them out to me, so I wouldn't have their bodies and pieces all inside the settlement. And their turrets, now I'll explain all about their turrets when we get in here. Their turrets and themselves shot Deezer, who was trying to get out of the way of them. So Deezer is gone. There's no more Deezer's lemonade, which is problematic because if you have Slocum's Joe, you can make Deezer products out of his lemonades. But anyway, so that's it. Now, as I said, we have the Enclave attacking, and I'm wondering, as I said, if this was supposed to be part of the update. Even though you do all the missions, you get the power arm or whatever, you get the Tesla cannons, you get stuff for your settlements. You basically removed the Enclave, okay? And of course, they're not part of the base game. But the thing about it is, I took out the Brotherhood of Steel. And yeah, since then, obviously the Brotherhood of Steel is attacking me. This is not a spawn point here for Covenant, but it's not actually there. Over here, down that road there is a spawn point for Covenant, not anywhere around here. Raiders are constantly spawning here. So if I fast travel in here, my turrets start going off. The other spawn point is basically around the corner, which we'll have a look at. Yeah, and then this stuff, the turret stuff, as well, that you have to remove through console commands. Now, the edge of Covenant is still part of your settlement. So I don't even know how I got this in here, because I'll show you how narrow this section is. Because I'm still within the boundary. And like that thing shouldn't fit in there, but it did. That went in there for me without any mods, glitches or whatever. So if we sort of go around here, there's probably still some stuff I can scrap around here as well. There's bricks and things. And because it's such a tight settlement, You mightn't actually bother even coming out here. Oh, there's something else. We can scrap that. I can scrap that. Because I think the people of Covenant were dumping their rubbish over the years over these walls. Can I scrap that? I can. That sort of helps. But I'm on the third bar. Don't mind that. You're not going to worry about that. We're not going to even see that. Because I had to set things up in here a bit differently. This is all part of the turrets. As I said, it's a very narrow area around the edge of this thing. Now, I took every piece of turret uh, out of Covenant and I dumped it in the river. When I finished doing whatever the heck I was doing, fast travel back in here, it was all piled neatly here. Now, thankfully, I had made a save because see this guy here, Lucas Miller. I was building here. I put in cages to bring in dogs. The dogs hadn't even arrived, and there was a huge attack. As I said, I think one of the spawn points is down here. It's about here somewhere. Huge attack of irradiated feral mongrels, and Lucas Miller died. Yeah, so I reloaded and I waited, and they came and we killed them together. So as I said, another area, as I said, is just where I have the bunker hill thing. So this isn't a very nice place in the sense like you'll actually hear the guy from Diamond City Radio. He will say, "We don't know what happened to the whole place is gone. That all the people are gone. It's a new and they all thought these people were nice in here. They weren't nice. They were okay with murdering people, and more stuff every time I come. Just take it. It doesn't matter. So we're going in here to Covenant now. I have changed most of this as the best I could because I usually try to ignore Covenant, and it's nothing got the like I have actually in one of my playthroughs I got rid of all of them and did nothing with the place. I just left it dead because it's problematic. It's very problematic because once you get the settlement, everything in the settlement remains in red mode, which means that you're deemed as stealing if you take it. Now, okay, it's fine if you're on your own in there, but if you happen to pick up something when there are people in here, they will shoot you and kill you, etc. It doesn't matter. You stole them, even though they don't own any of it. They are just being brought in here. Now, you can either store everything, with the exception of the beds, etc., which is also problematic. The bed system is very problematic because they are owned in, I think it is 2 houses or 3 houses. They are set out and you can't remove them. But I have removed them with console commands, not with mods. Now, to do something with this place, to turn it into a settlement. Also, the height of that building I put there, where you can see my little pointer, that's as far as you can go with the height in here. It's not even as high as the apex of that roof. So that's how high you can go. Now, when you come to Covenant, you have this wall here. These spotlights are from the original settlement. They're nothing to do with me. And there's another bit of a wall here. And as I said, this guy just be sitting here. So I put in a security desk here. And I have one of my guys on security. This is from the ambush kit from the Creation Club. And I put that in there. As I said, it's very, very narrow. So I couldn't even push it up against the main wall. So yeah, it's extremely narrow in here. But I managed to get, without glitching, fit one of the small guard posts in here, and I have my settler in there. But she's hidden in all the shrubbery. You can't really see her, but as I said, it's very narrow here. Now, another problem is this Brahmin feeder. which I think is great. Like, it's full of water. I wish they do that with the ones that we actually get or fill them with feed. When you get your Brahmin, I couldn't put a cage in here for Brahmin, but two Brahmin arrived and they were constantly here at this thing. I eventually got them coaxed in here by holding onto one of the what you call it, the Brahmin props from Nuka World. I sort of stood here with him, out at this door with it, and one came in and then the other came in. And sometimes they still break out and go over here. Why is it problematic? Because this is a major spawn point and your Brahmin can be killed here. As I said, he died. I I reloaded and saved him. You expect this guy. Actually, where are his cards? It's very odd. Where are his cards? Why is he on his own? See, I don't like that. You see, there is a fire in there. And like even with all his best armor, as he tells you, he has the feral dogs killed him. But anyway, we came back and saved him. So I put two lights up here on the little flooring that I put up along here to highlight Covenant, just for the name. But as I said, we're getting attacked an awful lot. When you come here, there's really only a turret you can say on every corner of this thing. And when you destroy those turrets, you will end up with the stump of the turret either smoking or flaming, which is also problematic when you're trying to build a settlement. And I removed them with console commands too. So coming in here, the farm used to be here. Yes, I own it. I don't know why it's something. Goodness me, I don't get that. But anyway, the farm is... Dog meat, go over there. He's trying to open and shut doors now. We're going to close that door, dog meat. The farm is along here. I removed the farm from here. You can't remove this. I didn't remove it with console command because I'll stick a tree and a plant on it or something. I put razor grain in here to entice Brahmin to come. I was actually surprised I got two. And I want them in here to keep them safe because they can be very badly injured when attacks come. Now, I took away all of the white fencing because to me it was taking up space. I need room for people to be able to move around, etc., etc. So as I said, this is where the workshop is. I didn't do anything really with this area. I left this little thing, put a light in, etc. And of course I did bring dogs in. This house here is a very problematic house when you get the settlement because all the doors are locked. So even though you have the key and you can open the 3 doors on this place, when you leave, your settlers can't get in. So I removed the doors and I glitched in new ones. These were the best doors. What super mutants are you talking about? Anyway.
Feet hurt. Everything hurts.
Okay, I'm going to lower down audio, guys, because this is... Nope. Give me a moment here. Audio, voice. Bring it down a little bit. Okay. That door is from Neon Flats, and it was the easiest one to glitch in here with a rug, for the simple reason that the other doors were either going way down in here and wouldn't catch on, and then when you got them up against the wall area here, they basically wouldn't work. They were... It didn't matter where you put it. Either they stood up here or went down here, etc. This one glitched in, maybe because it's narrow, and it also opens in. I turned this place into our bar. Now, there's a double bed here in this section when you come into this settlement. It's belonging to the mayor of it. And there are bunk beds here. Now, as I said, I used a console command. Excuse me, guys, I'm going to have to cough. Give me 1 minute. I'm sorry about that. Now, the thing about it is, when you remove the bunk beds, there's these papers or something, I don't know what they are, they were on top of the bed. But it didn't matter what console commands, I could not remove these. Now, the thing about it is that I put down brand new furniture here. This is new, and this is new as well. But as you can see, there's a very dirty decal or something, and it seems to be coming from this area here. And sometimes if you just watch it, you'll actually see like dirt dropping. There it is again. You see it, it's just dropping on it. So this area will remain dirty. This couch will remain filthy. And that sometimes is what happens within this game, which I don't understand. But anyway, as you can see, there's nothing up here with the roof. So I don't know why it's happening. And I can't get rid of that decal. But this is a very functional little bar area. And I just put in some coloured lights. I used the neon ceiling storage unit, just mainly for lighting. And I covered in the windows here with some of those posters that light up, and they weren't glitched in. I just pushed them into the windows. So there's 3 ways into this. This is the main way in, this way through here. Put the slot machines in. You can go out this way to it, which just brings you back to the front. And over here, this is one of these sort of little places for the original turrets. They were a bit too low, so I raised this whole thing up a bit for the simple reasons I said. Coming across that hill are the Enclave and the Brotherhood of Steel now are attacking from the air. So yeah, of course, once you have a successful settlement, you will be attacked by the Brotherhood of Steel. So we go through here, and I left the curtain up. It's nice, but this thing looks ridiculous. But anyway, who's going to be looking at it? Walk out here. This is where I put the farm. I put the farm here. Now, this is a hedge, and along here is usually a white fence. All of these houses were fenced off. I scrapped everything. I scrapped everything in Covenant. These can't be removed. They can be removed probably through console commands. I didn't bother. I liked them there, so I left them. I just collect these things or whatever while I'm here, get them do something. So I put the farm mainly along here. And go around here, the second house, I just put an outhouse here. And they use these as seats. That's it. They just use them as like a couch or whatever. And that. And then we move down here. Some of the stuff is floating. Because I don't really think you're meant to do too much with this place. That's my own opinion. So I showed you the first house. The second house... Now, I have to get my memory right about this. The second house here, this would be where, I think this is a save here, it's not. This is where you would get the computer and the history. It was called the safe test, I think they were calling it. It's go test. There was a computer here on the wall. This is a trash can. This cannot be removed. I suppose it can be through console commands, but I left the trash can there. I think it's nice. Also, you can transfer stuff into it if you need to. This room is, I think, if I'm remembering correctly, I think there's a desk here, and there's another desk here, and it's sort of like a security area. Maybe I'm wrong. As I said, it's about a week ago since I did this thing. But anyway, it's a room that's not used for beds. So I put down the bunk beds in here, give them all something to do. This is like a sun area. But I put a wall in. I glitched a wall in here. And I put 2 beds in here. Now the door is glitching on top of the bed, but it doesn't stop the settlers from using it. So we'll just close that now. And I just put all new lighting in. Some of the paintings I left as well is one of these tables. Let me see. I don't know whether this is the room that had the... Let me have a look if I do that. Yes. Oh, this I think was the room they were using as sort of like for visitors or something like that, like a sort of a... There was one bed in here that you could use, but the other beds were taken up. I think that's what this room was. So staying with the green on the wallpaper, I put down these rugs, etc. And I left the majority of the paintings that were in here, and that was the clock. And again, I took the doors off and glitched in this door. Now, it's this room. Yeah, this is the room. I think now I'm talking. If you notice these houses, the windows, like look at the windows, there's no glass in them. If these are supposed to be pre-war, they're shacks in my opinion. There's nothing really great about them. Um, if you look at the glass in here, okay, it's all wired. This is the room that had the desk, the console on it. There was another table over here with handcuffs on it. This is this, they're calling this a wall, well, it is a wall safe. It would be there normally, but I used to put it in the floor. And there's some of those papers there. There was other type of stuff. It was basically where they brought people in and then put them into a cell and then brought them off over to the compound. So I took all these things away. I scrapped everything to do with this place, and I just turned them into bedrooms. And I did the same with this room. Now I was going to glitch in a floor here, and it became very problematic. I said, I'll just leave it. I put down some rugs, and I can fit 2 decent single beds in here and put the curtains up, sort of hide the wiring, etc. And I was able to put in a door. Dog meat, you're getting hot up and everything. Hold on. I'll just close that door. And I left the flag. I thought the flag was nice there. And I put this picture up here. And I think I put this one up as well. I'll check that. Did I? Yes, I did. It has a pink thing around it. And I put a door on here. Now this other house here, this is where they had their store. Yeah, I don't care what you call what. I'm trying to talk. This is where they had their store. And the woman in here in the store, like if you basically start talking to her, why is dog meat so confused? I'm going to just say to him, command. Yeah, just stay there. Okay, just wait there. Just wait there now, come on. He's very confused. He's never usually that confused. Anyway, the woman in there, if you start talking to her, she's a bit of a gossip, and if you talk properly, like, sort of entice her around with charisma, she'd actually be the first one to tell you about this place called Compound. And then she realizes she shouldn't have said anything. But this is her store, and she was selling items too cheaply. They were in an awful lot of debt, you could say, and they knew it as well. And what they were doing when they were kidnapping people, and most of these people were humans, they were also stealing their stuff also to sell. So in here, normally there was just this counter here. She would be here, and over here there was a doctor. Now, I have 2 doctors, and I'll explain how I got her in there as a doctor. Now, all around here there would be a shelf full of stuff, full of items. Just scrapped it all, everything. I didn't care what it was. I scrapped everything on top of here. There was money under here and stuff. I scrapped all that. Of course, the settlement comes with a cat as well. And the cat acts like a cat. The cat can jump up on anything. So yes, I put these things up around here so they could jump up on it. Now, I originally I glitched in a clinic, a general store, and clothing. And it was very unusual because usually if you want to put something up high, you would have to glitch it in. This just went sitting on top of this, no problem. So did this little magazine rack and that. But yeah, there's food and pieces, and I don't care. I scrapped it. I didn't store it. I scrapped everything. If it was food, I think I have to store it. But anyway, I couldn't get rid of this little green lamp here. Didn't matter what I did with it, I couldn't get rid of it. And I just put a Nuka-Cola thingamajig in here. Now, with the DLCs, I think it was what I think it was the contraption or something. You get Fall Tech Population Management System. If people don't know where that is, I'll show it to you now. If you are in, I think it's, I have to go up here away from these people. I think it's in power and miscellaneous. Yes, there it is. Now, this is a very handy item because, say, for instance, you want to know who's unemployed or whatever. Probably going to find out quite a few people are unemployed right now. Go to vocational overview. Okay. So I have 5 people. That's weird. I had 6 unemployed yesterday. I wonder what happened. Unless they assigned themselves to the firm. I don't know. But say for instance, you just click now on unemployed. That store for the clinic, for the doctor, will show up here. Do you want to apply, like appoint someone to the doctor shop or whatever it's called? And you just say yes. So they'll select somebody from your group of unemployed and put the person in there. And that's what happened here. So I said, well, that's handy. So now I have 2 clinics per se. And these people know nothing about what was going on here in Covenant. I have them here. And now another thing as well, for instance, I'll show you this. I'll just go to Settler here, talk.
Hey,
Talk.
let's see what you have.
Barter. Now, she has 892 caps. That means I can sell to her and make that much money on it. How you actually raise up your settlements, probably your trading and that, you have to have perks for it. But on the bottom line there, you see player, settler, buy, accept, reset, sort, exit, inspect. I know my colouring of my Pip-Boy is in pink. You might be able to see this, but it says invest. You only have to do this once. I actually did it in the vault. You invest 5,000 into each of the stores or 6 stores. Invest into it, and this gives you this amount of money. Your traders get that amount of money, and then you can sell to them. You can become very rich from it. As you can see there, I have quite a lot of money. Excuse me, guys. So, because she's a general trader, while it looks as if she just has junk, she also has all the other things. I don't know why this is sort of different here, this between these two. But anyway, she has copper, rubber, steel, and you can see that you could, unless you really need something else, you don't really need to go to Diamond City. Now, I do buy stuff from them. Even though I build in God mode, I need certain items for building robots, for upgrading other things, etc. So that's what happened with the store here. I turned it, I said, into, I have 3. I think I only have the bar, clothing, general, and clinic. I have no weapons or armor in here because I wouldn't have the room for it. But I have, as I said, 2 clinics. I suppose I could pull this one out. That's my other clinic person, doctor, whatever. I suppose I could pull that one out and put armor in, but they don't give happiness anyway. So, and I just put down fresh furniture, etc. Now, obviously, I wanted to build up a bit because I had planned to put in what you call the thing, the Minuteman thing, they have me here. I'll go back over here. The specials, yes, the artillery, couldn't think of the word. The artillery piece. And I wanted to see how high I could build up. Now, where I have this Minuteman statue, there was a huge tree that went up way above these roofs. It's a narrow tree, but you can't scrap it. And it gives you a false sense of what you can do because I put stairs up along it, and it looked as if I could build above these roofs, above the apex. So I decided I was taking the tree down because I wanted some sort of representation for the Minuteman. And I just glitched. Oh, yeah. That's what you get from your scrappers. I glitched 2. I don't care. cabinets together to make a type of plinth, and I put a Minuteman statue on it with two of these little lamps to highlight it, and I put seating around it, etc. So I started to build up, and I based it off the height of the little porch, built it up a bit here, and I decided I'm going to use the new stuff to go in to make it look a bit in. I intended to put a roof with an apex on it. Oh no, the game wasn't having any of that. Because when you build these new shacks, these new homes, etc., you technically get what is like a double ceiling. Yeah, well, it wasn't having any of it because I was above the build limit. So the very narrow ceiling I got in here, and I couldn't even hang curtains in here because it was deemed as putting something up above the roof, which makes no sense. With the curtains would be there to there. Then it wouldn't allow me to put lights in here hanging from the ceiling. So I just put little wall lights and gave them lights. Now I have 6 beds in here. And when I built this whole place without any settlers, just in case there was something that was left over that I happened to pick up. And they was like, I didn't want to kill my settlers. But anyway, and I just put one of these doors on it. That must have happened earlier when it said I didn't help defend Covenant. I couldn't. I was in Far Harbor. I was waiting on a mission that still hasn't happened. But anyway, it's another story. So I put this door on it because I know it will open in, so 6 people can sleep in here. Now he's one of my security. Now I can't get around there because of him. Hold on. Oh, he's not security. I don't care how many blisters you got, dude. Really, I don't. So I built this little area out here so I can look out. As I said, settlers are coming out, or what you call them, raiders are attacking here. And I built this little wall. Well, actually, I glitched in this. I put them on the ground with a pillar and then lift them up and sat them on top of this wall so I could get as many of these turrets, spotlights, etc. in here. Because I said the attacks coming from that area with the Enclave, and I said the Brotherhood of Steel. Yeah, it's never-ending story. I brought 2 or 3 cats in cages, and I think I have 4 or 5 dogs. But it's a very functional little place. I have, who do I have here? That's Ash. I probably could. These things, just shut the doors on them. Around here again, as I said, across that wall, that is an attack point across the wall. Now, if anybody does not know how to use a console command, obviously you can only do this on a computer. I think there are mods that you can use on PlayStation and on Xbox for removing things that are deemed to be non-removable. But if you wanted to remove the beds, I will show you. I'm not going to remove anything from here, but just to show you how it's done. For some people, it is the apostrophe key that opens up the console. For me, though, it's the at key, which would be shift and at. I'm using a controller, even though I'm on PC. It's much handier for me than using a keyboard because I said before I'm bedridden, so it's much handier for me to use a controller. So just press with your A button, click on that. You will get that's the palm plant, all right. Then type in disable, click enter, and then type in all in one word, mark for delete, click enter, and then exit. Now, by then, that thing should be gone, but you have to fast travel out, come back in, and it will be gone. That's what I did with all the turrets, the bits and pieces of turrets that were left as well. And as I said, you can make it into something if you can manipulate the situation, because with the beds and all that type of thing that were stuck in these other rooms, some of your settlers won't even sleep in them. So right now, at this point in time, I have 26 people, 44 food, 30 water, 200 power. That's mainly because of these things, the turrets. 487 defense, 27 beds. And yes, its happiness is going down just because it was an attack with the Brotherhood of Steel and because I have this workshop open. So we'll go out of that because I think I'm going to start building again. But I can put down a few more of these scavenging stations, which I probably will do, give them something to do. I might actually do that now. They said 5 people, where I don't even know if I have room for this right now because I'm on the 3rd bar. And I've nowhere to put a barber, nothing like that. I can't put that there. There'll be a door there. I could put one here though. Okay. And I could, let me have a look. I just took away the fences, as I said, as well, the little white picket fences. As you can see, this area, it's all very dirty down here, so you have to say, what are these perfect people of Covenant actually doing? Yeah, I'll put that there. We'll see. And my water is in here. And I put down new fruit and little bits in place. So like they're quite happy in here. So let me go over here now and see what I can do with this. So vocational overview. So I had to put another 2 down. As I said, I've no space for a barber. I might be able to put, I don't think I could. Vocational overview. Let me just check this again. I have 2 unemployed. 7 scavengers. I have 2. I can't put any more on security. It would be, like, it's a bit ridiculous. The places, and you see, they take out their gun the minute they start on the scavenging. So 2 more scavenging stations, which I probably could fit in around here. I could probably put one here, actually, which I don't mind doing. Let me just see. So I need 2 more of them. There. And let me have a look where. Because I said it's not a very big settlement. We've gone around this corner here. I will probably jam them up a bit here though. I went along this section. Well, there's a whole place there now. Yeah. No, I don't want that. Cancel that. Give me that. Now everybody's deciding to walk down here. God, give me strength. I prefer to build without the people in the area. Is that up against the wall though? Let's see where that is. Could even that out a bit. There. To just get everybody employed so they're all doing something. That should be everybody employed. Now at this point, if I get any more settlers in here, I can get up to between 26, 30 and 31, depending on whether I use great mantats or whatever. But as I said, it's small. I only have enough room for so many beds. The 6 beds that are up there, I more than likely could put bunk beds. Not here, not with these 2, but these 2 here. So it could give me another, 4 people in here. What's that over there? Oh, that's the wire. Yeah, that's the wire. When I was doing the wiring, I tried to keep it within the parameters of the original wiring here. I dare say if you wanted to, I wouldn't do it though, remove these original poles that were in here. But I wanted to sit within, try to stay within the parameters of that. So I'm going to go down here and close this door for a minute. All right then. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to have just sort of fly around. T. What's this? I always get confused with this thing. It's TFC, I think. You see? Go up, I put my way. Go back a bit. So that's what Covenant looks like. As I said, it's very, very tiny. But if you can manipulate it with the console commands, get those beds out of there, and that you can make it into something. I would also recommend if if you do use mods, obviously you probably can scrap those beds anyway, but people who don't, it's not a mod, it's a console command. So, and of course you have an awful lot of crows here as well. I dare say most of the crows in the game are used to belong to the Institute because they were the cameras for the Institute. And if these people in Covenant were trying to damage their synths, yeah, well, the thing about it is obviously they had some form of spying system going on here. And of course, a lot of them would spend a lot of time on that tree that I removed. But that's what it looks like. And so we can go down a little bit. Of course, I like the fact that I was able to somehow, and as I said, it was a fluke, get this thing in here. But this is a spawn point. Like if I go up a little bit here, this area here is a spawn point. There is no spawn point out there near the river. I'll go up here a bit. Give me one moment, guys. This area here, this is not a spawn point here. And every time that's why I came in by the vertibird. And in a way, it's all the bodies, but anyway, in a way, I'm glad I did come in with the vertibird as well, because we were wondering who was actually shooting at us. It could have been the Brotherhood of Steel, but it was from over there. Do you see the glowy part over there? Across this hill, 3 of these Enclave guys just started to walk down here, and they were going to kill everyone in the settlement. So yeah, there's a whole lot of this. Did I see somebody swimming in the water there? But the thing about it is, I have to ask a question about this. With the update, are the Enclaves supposed to be doing that? It's odd. I just think it's very odd, the amount of attacks, etc. Anyway, so as I said, I removed everything. I scrapped everything. I can't remember, to be truthful, if I think you have to store food. I don't think you can scrap it. If there was food there, I stored it, but everything else I scrapped. I wasn't having that nonsense that you can't pick something up when it's your settlement. So that's what it looks like. And as I said, they're very happy. I'm going to go in here now, just so you can see. There. And you can see they all come in here. They have their slot machines. They have the bar. And I usually have the radios on as well. I put in the coloured lights as well. And that's one of he would be security, I think. Well, they're all employed now. Now this little, I'll get up here for a moment. This little box here, I dare say I could have scrapped it, but I left it there. Now that would have, there's usually a can of paint there and a paintbrush, and one of the original people here will be painting that wall. But yeah, I just left it there, whatever. There's more sort of stuff, but you can see here, actually I'm going to try that thing now. I'll get out of that now for a moment. And let me just see if this thing will work that I was showing you. It wasn't there. It was over here by the dog, wasn't it? Sort of lose your perspective when you come back off that thing. It's over here by the dog. Now, the heavy machine turret. Let's just try this now. So, okay, say I put down. Yeah. Oh, that's gone now. Yeah, that's how you do it, guys. So, as I said, I know it's only a PC command thing, but I dare say there are mods. I heard there are mods that you can delete items with, and that if you want to, but for the PC players, at least you can use that. And I don't use mods. I use Creation Club. Other people may consider the mods. I do not. And whether you like Creation Club or not, everyone who got the update was saddled with Creation Club. So whether you wanted it or not. Do I agree with that? Not particularly. Um, because at the end of the day, many of the items that you got, or we all got, wouldn't be many items. People may be wanting power armor. I get that. I have so much power armor. I don't even bother with it. I use it to gain levels. That's all. That doing it up or whatever like that type thing. And even if I wasn't in God mode, I wouldn't be using power armor unless I had to go somewhere that I would require it. Type of thing, because I'm more of a stealthy player, sniper type of player. So power armor would be way too bulky for my characters in that sense. But I understand people like the power armor. But I'm still trying to figure out like what the Halloween thing. The only good thing about the Halloween thing was the floppy hat, or what should be called a picture hat. It looks lovely on Piper, but or if you have a female character, you could use it. But yeah, I'm not into that nonsense about that. I bought the Christmas set mainly for the fireplace, so I'd have a working fireplace in my settlements if I wanted to put one in, which would have been lovely in these houses actually if they were decent sized houses. And there's not even a bathroom in these houses. These must be pre-war. Now, if you compare these houses with Sanctuary, I don't understand what the big deal is about this place. It's the wall, obviously, around us. That's the big deal. But there's no bathrooms. There's no upstairs. Like you'd expect, it's technically looks like a double story. You would expect there to be an upstairs in here. It's a shack, glorified shack. If anything, I would put it down to maybe, you could say it's a CIA town or something. But to me, there's nothing great about it. Like Sanctuary, I think you have bathrooms, you have a sitting room and a kitchen together, you a dining area together, you have at least 2 bedrooms, and you have a bathroom. That's, what I mean, and it's all a single story. This looks like it's a double story, but it's not. And as I said, what I find odd are the windows. There's no glass in these windows. You have this sort of weird look off them. Maybe I could put a barber there. I don't know. But anyway, it's just nice to be able to do something with it. And to use some of the things that I've used, you do need Creation Club. But as I said, it's a nice settlement. And I did this after the fact. After the Institute was destroyed, I was going to ignore it. And I said, no, I'm not ignoring it. I said, I know what they did, type of thing. And I went over to the compound and then came back here. But poor old Deezer got done anyway, so I can't get any more lemonade. But it's a nice place. As I said, they're quite happy. And we'll see if any more settlers can come into it. I don't know. But I better get dog meat now. Where are you? Come on.
Hey. Come on.
Yeah.
How you doing, buddy? Hey, boy. You know any tricks?
I love dog meat. And of course, we have the cat. Now, I don't know whether she's the cat that came with it. The only way I'll find that out is if I go this way. Now, let me see. So that's one of my house. A level 10 house cat. Weird. Ash was level 1. Isn't the cat here named? level 2 settler. Astra's level 1. A level 10 house cat. We'll go back to the deliverer here. Yeah, we're not shooting anybody. Put it back. Another thing I noticed that I didn't see the original people here doing, they didn't sit on the steps, but the settlers do sit on the steps. And I think it looks nice. It makes it look realistic. It makes it look lived in. And that it's a nice little settlement. I'm glad the way it turned out. And I'm glad that my Brahmin are in here. So maybe we should get the first bird back out now. This door would automatically shut if the people of Covenant were here. And I think that option should be there for us as well. They're just the spotlights, are they? Yeah. So that's Covenant. And of course, this is hilarious here. That just all this stuff just piled up really nice and neatly all on top of this little fire. But as I said, your Brahmin will come out here. One of them escaped on me, even though, of course, it's all to do with, like, they just come jumping off a wall or pushing against the wall. They will make their way through. Came out here, and there was a whole battle down here the other day with I don't know who it was. I couldn't find out who was the laser was shooting at, but I know I had provisioners on the path as well. But it's becoming very dangerous now for my, in my game right now with the Enclave, settlers dying if there's an attack, stuff I've never come across. And it's all happening since the update. So we're going to get the vertebrate. Now I'll go back down here. And I always have to make sure I have the right one because I don't want to call for a barrage on top of Covenant. I wonder if the Brotherhood will come back now. Of course they will. But I don't like that now that I have the Enclave, the Brotherhood, Raiders. And yes, I know super mutants can come down here and I have the feral dogs. I'm waiting on the ghouls next. Every enemy in the nation will arrive. The provisioner up there. What the heck? Yeah, you see, I have to ask, but there's somebody watching Covenant. It's weird. Anyway, let's see what's down. Oh, it's one of these birds. Hold on a moment. It's a stingray. Any more of them? Looks like one of them over there. My laser turret doesn't look very good there. Oh, I put that away. Let's go, dog meat. I have to laugh at dog meat. He's ducking down. Look. And here we are at the slug. Where we've gone. Hopefully they've all stopped running out like idiots. And this will be our tour of the slug. So thank you everybody for watching the video. Until the next time, look after yourselves and each other. God bless.